Welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be talking about are arms. And the best way to develop your arms is to basically 10 sets per body part, 10 sets for the bicep, 10 sets for the tricep. But the secret to larger looking arms is to concentrate your efforts on the tricep, because the tricep is 3 smaller muscles compared to the 2 smaller muscles that are on the bicep. And the triceps are the part of the arm that gives your arm that large look, that big look. Not necessarily that detailed look, because that detailed look comes from nice peaky bicep. But if you don't have peak on your biceps, you can still develop your biceps. They just won't sit up and sit out there like somebody who has a natural peak to their biceps. And there's since I can remember, there's always been a theory that you can make your biceps be peaky. But if you don't have peaky biceps, then there's no way you can develop them later on, because your genetics are your genetics. If your biceps just don't sit up like Arnold Schwarzenegger biceps do, just have that round peak like that, or like who is that, Ronnie Coleman or somebody like that, you can't develop that. You can't develop it. If you don't naturally have a muscle that looks like that, then you can't do it. So you have to pretty much accept whatever it is that your arm or any muscle that you have to accept what they look like. You can increase the size of them. That's true all day long. You can increase the size of them, but you can't change the genetic profile of a muscle. You can just make it larger, but it's gonna look like it looked, but it's gonna be larger. It's gonna look the same way. So if you have short, flat biceps or whatever, pretty much that's what I end up with, is shorter, flatter biceps, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can basically work on increasing the size of them, increasing the size of my tricep, and that's pretty much what God gave you, so that's what you have to live with. That's the reality of genetics. That's the reality of weight training. So just accept what it is that you have and roll with that. Now, like I said, when you're working on biceps, you want 10 sets on each side. And you always want to start off with the tricep, unless you are a person who naturally good triceps. Then you want to concentrate your efforts on your bicep, because you want to make the muscles match. That's what makes them look good. You want all your muscles, your opposing muscles, to match each other, and you want them to look good next to another muscle. That's the basis of bodybuilding. It's basically having each muscle group in harmony with each other. But I'm kind of getting off track a little bit. But start off with the triceps. If you don't have already good triceps, start off with the triceps, because like I said, that's the muscle that make that arm look big. And once you get through with the tricep, then you move over to the bicep, and that will give you your overall look. You can work your forearms, but normally just from doing the curls and things of that nature, whenever it comes to curls or even bench presses, all of that stuff work your forearms. So unless you one of those type to just like that particular exercises for forearms, you know, I pretty much don't work forearms, because they get so much work with other exercises. But if you feel like that's what you want to do, you can also include those with your arms, because you wanna include all the groups that work together. And hitting those forearms would probably be the last after I finish with biceps. But 10 sets for biceps and triceps each, so that you end up with 20 sets on arms, and then go ahead on and hit your forearms. Is that something you want to do? And call it good. And that right there within itself, it should develop you some of the nicest looking arms that you can look at. But like with anything else, when it comes down to weight training and weightlifting, it's consistency. You got to be consistent. You just can't do it today and not do it tomorrow. That's just the way it is. So if you halfway do it, you're going to get halfway progress. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.